There is nothing more comforting than a big old plate of sausage gravy and biscuits. So I'm gonna share with y'all my recipe for sausage gravy. I'm so excited about that. Okay, also I'm gonna use Ruby Cattle Company's breakfast sausage. This sausage is hormone-free, there's no antibiotics, grass-fed, and it is just gonna make this sausage gravy so much better. Okay, so I've got the sausage fried up, okay, and then I always like to cook it to where it has lots of little bits in it, lots of little brown bits, and that's what helps give your gravy the best flavor. Okay, and then also, if your sausage is really greasy, I would drain off the grease all except maybe 2 to 3 tablespoons, but this is such a good quality sausage, I didn't have to do that. Okay, now making gravy sometimes can be so intimidating, but it's really not, it's actually pretty simple. Okay, so to this, I'm gonna add a half a cup of flour just right over the sausage, okay? And then I'm gonna get that stirred up. Just a little bit more, there was a little bit left in the cup. Okay, so we're gonna get that stirred up. And then what I do is I like to just cook this a few minutes until the flour gets browned. Okay, so now I've got my flour browned on the sausage, okay? And it'll just start bubbling, and it'll get like a golden brown color. Okay, so to that, I'm gonna add 1 12-ounce can of evaporated milk. Okay, let me stir that around a little bit because it's gonna start thickening right away. I'm gonna turn my burner down just a little bit. And then I'm gonna add 2.5 cups of just regular whole milk. Okay. Now listen, this is important because you can tell, as you can tell, it's already starting to thicken. Okay. So the longer you boil your gravy, the thicker it gets. So if you don't want it that thick, you know, your thickness just depends on how long you boil it. Okay. And I can feel it setting on the bottom. Okay. So before I add any seasoning, let me taste it. Okay, so I always add, just for a little flavor, some Lawry seasoned salt. I'm gonna add some pepper, a little salt. Okay, let me see how that's cooking. And you're just gonna simmer this on low until you get your desired thickness. Okay, so once the gravy got to like my desired thickness, I don't like mine too thick, but I don't like it too runny either. Then I just cut the burner off. Okay, let me show you how, oh, let's taste it. Make sure that all the seasonings are right. That is perfect. Okay, so I've made a pan of homemade buttermilk biscuits. For that recipe, you can go to my TikTok or YouTube channel, okay? But you can't have sausage gravy without some buttermilk biscuits. Let me show you this biscuit. Okay, and it just is very tender and flaky. Okay. And then you just put the gravy right over the biscuit, just like that. And that almost makes me emotional. That just speaks to your soul. So this is my recipe for sausage gravy. I'm so excited for you to try it. Let me know how you love it in the comments.